Oregon Department of Transportation is urging travelers to drive cautiously as they prepare for the storm.
Plus, NewsWatch 12 got the chance to speak with the new Grants Pass mayor about what he hopes to bring to the city.
And as many of us are preparing for the storm to move in later today, we have details on what we can expect as we're waking up this morning.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. The time is 6 a.m. on Tuesday, November 19th. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. Let's check in with Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress, because Sarah, you might not be tracking any super severe conditions right now, but we are going to get some throughout the day, right?
Yes, definitely. As the system begins to move in, we'll expect winds to pick up throughout the day, precipitation to move in. But this morning, we're dealing with some isolated showers. A lot of this precipitation moving over closer towards the coast is a little bit lighter, but as we're driving along the passes this morning, do make sure we're being extra careful, as we'll see those showers on and off throughout the day. But taking a look at a bigger picture, out to our west, as we're seeing the system begin to take shape. By the time we're heading into those evening hours, that's when it'll top out, and we'll expect very windy, gusty conditions, rain to push its way through as well, and even snow for most of us. Now, taking a look at what we're expecting temperature-wise today, we're going to be below average, along with cloudy sky conditions, mostly cloudy as we head over towards Lake County. But as you'll notice throughout the day, winds are going to begin to pick up, starting towards the coast and then moving over towards the east side. It's going to be very windy at times for most of us around the region. And we're also dealing with a winter storm warning that will start later today, but this morning we still do have a winter weather advisory along the Cascades. Throughout this morning, we will continue to time out what we can expect throughout the day. We'll talk more about it coming up.
With those high winds, it might be time for you to prepare for power outages. The Oregon Public Utility Commission recommends gathering food, medical supplies, batteries, and pet supplies. Use flashlights or battery-operated lanterns for lighting. Do not use candles because of the fire risk. And cell phones should be fully charged in the case of an outage. And you should keep your gas tank at least half full, since power outages can impact fuel pumps.
The Oregon Department of Transportation is echoing that sentiment ahead of this week's storm. NewsWatch 12 went on a ride along with one of ODOT's plow drivers. He said that drivers traveling over higher elevations should be ready with chains, food, water, and other essentials at any point during this winter. Starting this week, ODOT staff will start to staff Siskiyou Summit 24 hours a day.
Summit South and the Summit North, we have 3 dedicated plows to each side, and that allows us to get faster turnaround times, and we're able to, come and plow snow or apply product a lot faster that way.
Back in Tel's NewsWatch 12, that safety is a top priority. Major roadways like I-5 are cleared first by ODOT crews when there's inclement weather. So if you're in traffic when I-5 is closed, an alternate route is likely more dangerous.
And even when roadways look clear, wrecks like this can happen when pavement is wet during or following heavy rain. This wreck occurred just before 1 p.m. in Merlin when a Jeep and an SUV collided in an intersection. Both occupants of the SUV were transported to the trauma hospital in Medford.
Klamath Falls City Schools is notifying parents of an incident taking place at Klamath Union. 2 students were involved in an altercation in the school parking lot when an adult stepped out of the car and pointed a gun at the students to break up the altercation. One of the students got in the car with that adult and left the parking lot. The incident is now under investigation by the Klamath Falls Police Department.
A city just emerging from a Supreme Court case and national spotlight has new leadership now. With
Grants Pass voting for a new mayor who campaigned on bringing conservative change to the city, NewsWatch 12's Rocky Walker spoke with Clint Scherf about what his plans are for the future of Grants Pass.
Earning nearly 55% of the public vote, Clint Scherf nabbed the role of the mayor of Grants Pass. He says this shows the people agree with what his campaign was all about. Grants Pass is in need of a change.
I got the sentiment that they all wanted change. I had people talk to me and they said, well, I don't agree with you politically, but I don't like the way it's been going for the last 3.5, 4 years, so I'll definitely vote for you.
While current Mayor Sarah Bristol declined an interview or statement the day after the election, she posted to her campaign page. She said the results weren't what she hoped for, but it's clear a change in city leadership is what the voters wanted. Sheriff says the campaign on change is what brought him success in the election.
We're trying to bring some fresh faces, some new ideas, and basically bring change.
One of the first topics Sheriff plans to address is the reason the city was in national headlines: homelessness. He plans on having a swift and forthright plan to action to address the problem within the city. And he says with his office here at City Hall just being across the street from one of the previous homeless campsites and just a block away from its replacement, it'll be the first thing on his mind.
We want to target the people that are doing drugs and that are outside our community so we can make it a little bit safer. That might actually bring those people within our community that really need help. That's going to bring them to the surface so we can really focus and get them some help.
Sheriff says his plan is to work with local nonprofits and churches to create shelters for the homeless. But he does disagree with no barrier shelters and says him and the people don't want to see the current campsites. He also plans to work with city police to target those doing and selling drugs and those homeless by choice to help those who he says really need it. And move the city forward where homelessness isn't the highest topic of priority in the town. In Grants Pass, Rocky Walker, NewsWatch 12.
Under our Health Watch, Governor Tina Kotek says she wants to prioritize access to medical abortions across Oregon. Kotek announced the Oregon Health Authority and Oregon Health and Science University are securing a new supply of mifepristone, the drug used to terminate pregnancy. In a statement, Kotek said, "I believe in reproductive freedom and am committed to being a fierce advocate for every person's access to safe reproductive health care services, no matter the national landscape." The new supply from OHSU expires in September of 2028.
If you're really going to get outside after that Thanksgiving dinner, Oregon State Parks are offering free parking on Friday, November 29th. The event is popularly known as Green Friday and applies to 23 state parks that are open and do charge for day use parking. The current daily parking fee for those parks is $5, but will increase to $10 on January 2nd. This fee waiver does not apply to Shore Acres Park, where the annual holiday lights display is. NewsWatch 12, U.S. Cellular and Grange Co-op are teaming up for our holiday toy drive. We're asking for community support to help provide toys for children in need. Unwrapped gifts can be dropped at any U.S. Cellular or Grange Co-op location in Jackson, Josephine, Curry, Klamath, and Siskiyou counties.
Those donations are going to stay in the community where they're donated, supporting Children Advocacy Center of Jackson County and court-appointed special advocates, or CASA, in Southern Oregon and Siskiyou County. You can find more information on our holiday toy drive on our website, krv.com.